This lady, a part of the rock band, has a scarf and is. So, do you think that playing a rock band and being in a group of rock band is the true picture of a Muslim woman?
So we have some pictures of the youth who are in America, who are Muslim women, and they're covered. And of course, there are going to be some people questioning, well, why is she playing the drums and this and that? Well, you have to see what we're trying to show in the book are not your, these are your day-to-day life of a Muslim woman in America. So just like there are photographs you'll see in the media that are in the cover of these mainstream magazines, and they'll have pictures of these women who are not, they're not, pictures of Muslim women who are maybe being abused, or they're oppressed, or they're showing they're suppressed. But once again, that leaves that impression of Muslim women generally overall, that all Muslim women are looked down upon or being treated badly, or Islam treats Muslim women as someone not to be respected and stuff, as a second-class citizen. So that's what media does. So in my book, I'm showing the reality of it. I'm showing that yeah, there are Muslim women who are who like to play the drums. Yeah, there are Muslim women out there who are teachers, or there are Muslim women out there who are mothers. These are the real day-to-day life of Muslim women, and that is what I'm showing you. Whether you have, whether everybody agrees with that she should be playing the drums or not be playing the drums, that is your personal opinion. But what I'm trying to show is that these are what the girls are doing. Just like any girl who is maybe a Christian girl, or a girl who's an atheist, or a girl who's Hindu, whatever your religion are. But I'm showing you the commonalities and similarities of Muslim women. They are living their life just like anybody else in this world, and they're trying to balance it with their religion.
Yes, that is the key word, that the Muslim women are like any other woman, like Christian or Hindu or whatever. So there's no need of discriminating. But we, being Muslim, have been focused or targeted because of our couple of things, and our dressing is one of the target. Like the media has been focusing Muslim men, especially, saying that the Muslim men are oppressing their wives or their daughters, and like in France. There are more than 5 million Muslims residing, and it is said that there are hardly 2,000 women who put those niqab or burqa or whatever, and they have to come up with a law to enforce that no woman will be allowed to cover her head. Now, what I'm looking for, or what I'm trying to find out, that how your book is going to help in leashing out that argument that Muslim women are not suppressed, although you have shown 70 women who are truck driving or athletes and all that. But is there any way we can generalize this perception that you can find only 70 women in America, or have you, because I haven't gone through your book, unfortunately, I just read it, what I get it through the media. So have you placed anything to rectify that image that most of the women who are Muslim women are not oppressed? And this perception that our dressing, or the Muslim woman's dressing, is a symbol of being oppressed. So how you think your book will justify that?
Yeah. Well, if anybody looks through the book, they'll see that every single woman is very proactive. So whether they're proactive in their family life, or they're proactive in the politics, or they're proactive in their profession, they are strong women. You'll see. They're Muslim women in the arts. They're Muslim women in sports. They're Muslim women in professionalism. They're patriotic Muslim women. They're Muslim women that are in their families. You'll see their position in the families. So, this is their dressing. The dressing is not a barrier for them. This is something, like I said, between them and God. So this is something they're doing to respect their religion. Now they're doing that as a Muslim woman. what they're doing as a Muslim mother is also, mashallah, what what they're trying, their day-to-day life, like any mother, whether you're Buddhist or Christian or Hindu, your goal as a mother is to do the best for your children. Your goal as a wife is to have a strong, healthy, positive relationship, marriage with your husband. Your goal as a career woman is to give it all, at the hours that you're working, and to be there on time. And so basically that's what these women are doing. They're balancing their life. I have a Muslim woman who is living the green life. Who's trying to make, who's saving the earth, type of a family. That's a very Islamic way of living. It seems to be a fad right now, how we need to recycle and save the earth and drive hybrid cars. But actually, in Islam, it talks about taking care of your earth. That is our responsibility. Taking care of our health, that's our responsibility. Our health does not belong to us, it belongs to our Creator. We are the creation of the Creator. So we have to take care of ourselves, we have to take care of the place we're living in. That is Islam. That's what Islam means, that's what Islam stands for. So we have women who are living a life like that, which is, especially nowadays, you'll see it's becoming the in thing to do, to taking care of our trees, our environment, and what so on. So these women are definitely not suppressed, These women are basically, we really, they're women. So, as long as you're a sister or your mom, your daughter, your wife, we're just united. We should be united like that. It doesn't matter, what faith you are, what's your skin color, what eye colors you have. Just that sisterhood, we should show unity. And, Muslims have been, signs of Islam and Muslims have been, like I said, year 1500s. There were African American slaves who were in America they were Muslims, but they were forced to have their religion away from them. But no matter what happens, in the end of the day, nobody knows when they call the name of their God, what are they saying, because it's in their heart. So whether you forcefully take somebody's religion or you look down upon somebody's religion or their faith, the true faith is in your heart. And when we wear hijab, that's our exterior, and that's wearing the loose clothes, covering our hair. For some that are covering our face, that is something that they do as a reminder and respect and love to their God. But that's from the exterior. What's more important is your interior, and that's your heart, and that itself is a hijab too.
Yes, you're right that when we talk about modesty, there's one physical modesty and the other one is internal modesty. And you're right in saying that internal modesty probably is more important. However, still, do you think that hijab gives a sort of identity to these girls who wear hijab?
I think we're living in this society, and we're not meant to be cookie cutters. There's reasons why God has given us different color of skin, different eye color, different hair color, different body types, height, everything. We're not meant to look alike. We're not cookie cutters, So yeah, wearing hijab is great, so that she's a Muslim woman. It's good to know. It's nice to know that we're all living together. We have Sikh men who wear the turban. We have Amish women who wear their cap. We have Jewish people who wear their, I think it's called yarmulke or something. I'm probably saying it wrong, but they wear their cap too. And we have the nuns who wear their habits. Every time there's a picture of Mother Mary in the churches, how is she dressed? She's dressed in a very modest, loose dress, and her hair is always covered with a veil, with a headscarf. So these are images from historical images, and basically our ladies, the Muslim women, are following people like Mother Mary.
So you are saying that we are trying to follow Mother Mary?
She's one of the people we're following, sure.
Okay, and why do we have to do all this when we are living in this modern world, when in this era when people are very liberal and generous in their point of view? So why we need an identity? Why we have to stick and say that, oh, we are Muslims, so we do put a hijab? Because there are thousands and thousands of Muslims who are not wearing hijab. And even in America, if we see like even the girls I have seen putting up hijab do wear jeans and T-shirts also. Whereas to my perception, if we take the Islamic clothing, it is to hide your beauty. This is what our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advised, that for women it is better they should hide their beauty, their ornaments, so that the other men are not inspired and or, to go and do any sort of wrongdoing or develop some wrong feeling about them. So just by putting a hijab, why it is only hijab, or why it is like a burqa, or why it is like in Islamic mode? Why not, as you mentioned yourself, there are all other religions, women are also doing some modesty through their own clothing. And moreover, you also talk about the internal modesty. So why it is more important, especially in a world when everybody is like focusing Muslims and targeting, I would say targeting Islam and Muslims, and saying that the ladies are, Muslim women are oppressed just because we are trying to dress ourselves, some of us, not all of us. So do you think that if we don't do like that in this world, and we do in the Romans do, it's going to help us?
Do as the Romans do. You know, we are. You know, it's not just about clothing. You know, we are. You know, if you see a lot of the women here, Muslim women in America, we are dressing more Western too. You know, but the thing is, like, every culture has their own style of dressing. So you go to the UAE, United Arab Emirates, the Emiratis over there, the local girls are wearing the black long coat, like the burqa. You go to Pakistan and you'll see the women wearing their shalwar kameez, which is like a two-piece outfit, a long shirt, a long tunic shirt with their baggy pants. So, you know, we're living in America. A lot of us are wearing American clothes, Western clothes, which I guess that means, you know, denim jeans and, you know, shirts and stuff like that. But, you know, being raised here in the United States, we're doing like, our clothing is more like a fusion. So, you know, people who are practicing of covering their hair, they're covering it in, and by collaborating the Western clothing in it too, because that's what makes them feel comfortable. That's what makes them an American. But the thing is, we have to see the bigger picture, and the bigger picture is that we're doing the American thing. And the American thing is that America, basically majority of the Americans are immigrants themselves too. And a lot of these immigrants bring their own culture, their own religion as well too, just like the Muslims. Now, hold on, I just lost my train of thought.
No problem. Actually.
But I know I do want to say something.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Go ahead.
Okay, I just remembered. Now, you know, with the modernization of time, definitely times have been modernized, and a lot of people, you know, are going away from their traditional dressings, are going away from, you know, changing the times with the globalization and modernization of time. Now, you know, that doesn't mean that you have to forget your religion. You can, you know, you can still be, you know, going with the times, you know, that's like technology, you know, healthcare, you know, go green environment. So Muslims are going with the time. That is going with the time. But as dressing is concerned, that is something that we know we are here temporarily, and we're going to be facing God one day. And that doesn't mean that you have to take away your modesty, you know, because the characteristic of Islam is modesty. So we're actually, and the reason Muslim women are covering themselves is because they're respecting their bodies, they're honoring themselves, they're honoring and respecting others. So there is no distraction in a professional way, in a workplace. You're not a distraction, the others are not a distraction to you. You're honoring and respecting yourself, and you're honoring and respecting others, and you want people to see, and